In this video, I'm going to explain why your e-commerce business should be leveraging TikTok, and then I'm going to give you the playbook for how to do it right. If you think TikTok is just a bunch of kids dancing to copyrighted music, well, you're wrong.
It's not like that at all.
There are a lot of e-commerce businesses having incredible success driving traffic from the platform, and now is the perfect time for you to get started. TikTok is ripe with e-commerce opportunities, but it's a little different than what you're used to with other social platforms. It really is unique in how you leverage it. And we'll start with what you need to know about the platform, and then we'll finish this video with how businesses like yours are leveraging it for explosive e-commerce growth. This video has had over 50 million views, so I'm sure you've seen it. It may even be the reason you're here watching this video, because this is mainstream proof that TikTok can generate sales. After this video went viral, Fleetwood Mac's former #1 hit song Dreams saw a 375% bump in sales and re-entered the Billboard Hot 100 at number 21, landing on the chart for the first time since its release in 1977 and enticing Mick Fleetwood to recreate the viral TikTok. It's not unusual for a song to go viral. It happens occasionally for various reasons. The interesting part from a sales and marketing perspective is the cranberry juice. Honestly, when was the last time you drank cranberry juice?
I guess it's been a while, huh?
Yes, it has indeed been a while. It's pretty good though. After this video went viral, Ocean Spray sold so much cranberry juice that they gave the guy a truck full of it to try to capitalize on the moment for social media. The point is, whether you believed it before or not, there is no doubt that TikTok can generate sales if you know how to use it. The organic reach is so strong on the platform that you don't need to go viral to do so either. That's good news for old folks like me that can't dance and suck at skateboarding.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
Like all social platforms though, you need to know how to play by their rules and create content that is going to get engagement. Before we get into that, I want to make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. TikTok, it's not without its controversies. If your business is going to invest substantial time and resources growing on the platform, you need to know its background, the demographics of the current user base, and why TikTok may not be around for the long haul. TikTok is owned by the Chinese company ByteDance. They launched the app in China in 2016 and went global when they bought and merged with the similar app Musical.ly in late 2018. TikTok has grown rapidly to over 800 million active users worldwide, making it one of the biggest social media platforms on the planet. It was the second most popular free app download in 2019, so that number is steadily rising. Its popularity is based largely on the focus on short-form content, so viewers consume more, and its algorithm, which has the highest follower engagement rates across all the major social platforms. What that means is that if you create engaging content, you can easily get views organically where other platforms require you to rely on paid traffic. If you're trying to reach a younger audience, there is no better place than TikTok. 50% of TikTok's users are between 18 and 34 years old. However, if the history and growth of other popular platforms are a clue, then TikTok's user base will increase in age as the platform continues to grow. As that growth happens though, the organic reach will diminish and the reliance upon paid traffic will increase. As a result, the easiest and cheapest time to grow on a platform are the early years. So even if that under 34 demographic is not your market, you may want to consider investing in the platform as a long-term play.
It's called playing the long game.
There's also not a lot of competition on the platform, so even if your demographic is underrepresented, you may be able to dominate the few competitors you have for their attention. TikTok is growing in all directions, but it's particularly popular in the US among affluent families and women. 37% of US users come from families with incomes of over $100,000, and there are about 33% more women than men currently using the platform from the United States. There's a huge opportunity right now with TikTok. It's a rapidly growing market without a lot of competition and high organic reach. It's literally every marketer's dream, except there's some concern that should make you proceed with caution.
You should be careful.
China is a different kind of place. They don't exactly play by the rules that others play by, and they have much tighter control over organizations that operate within their borders. Therefore, a lot of countries are concerned with the Chinese government having access to their citizens' data and having control over what content they consume. It's an understandable concern. If you've spent any amount of time on Facebook, it's pretty easy to see how simple it is for a lot of people to be manipulated en masse. Some countries, like India, have already banned the app. The United States was well on its way to banning it before backing down after TikTok partnered with Oracle. But we still don't know how that's actually going to play out. Anytime you're building a presence on a social platform, you're building on rented land. Just know that your lease may be ended prematurely on TikTok if politics don't play in their favor in the short-term future. With about 10 minutes of research, anybody can come on here and theorize what strategy would work on TikTok. Things don't always work like they seem in theory. So let's get advice from merchants that have actually built their business on TikTok and learn what's worked for them. Outlaw Mask was founded in a pandemic out of necessity. As someone who makes their living public speaking, Carlos Gill suddenly found himself with a lot of free time and the need for an income. His brother-in-law and friend, Reggie Williams, was working in the auto industry and was in a very similar situation when the economy began to shut down. They teamed up and pivoted quickly to found Outlaw Mask at a time when masks were in short supply. They've built the Outlaw Mask brand into a successful e-commerce business through extremely creative marketing, mostly on the TikTok platform.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Carlos Gill, best-selling author, speaker, and co-founder of Outlaw Masks.
Hi, I'm Reggie Williams, co-founder of Outlaw Mask.
Why did you choose TikTok as the focus of your marketing strategy?
So originally we didn't choose TikTok to be the focus of our marketing strategy.
Like most businesses, we signed up for Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Later on, found out that TikTok was a wide opportunity for us to not have to spend as much money on marketing dollars.
So for us, TikTok really became an alternative social network for us to be able to grow our brand while reaching a relatively untapped audience.
What was the biggest unexpected surprise when you began marketing on TikTok?
My assumption of the platform was that it was a social network mainly for kids, for a younger audience. I knew that the culture on TikTok revolved very much around creating viral dance videos. What I didn't suspect, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out otherwise, was that TikTok is a goldmine for organic reach on social media.
So I remember that first viral video, and just that day our phones going off nonstop, and that was the biggest surprise about TikTok.
What made your content so successful on TikTok?
Our content for Outlaw Masks has been successful on TikTok to date, primarily for one reason and one reason alone. And that's the fact that we do not use TikTok as a medium to sell our product. We're constantly giving masks to other people, and we're capturing these random acts of kindness.
That's a big part of our brand. People love the fact that we give masks to frontline workers all the time.
Those random acts of kindness essentially promotes what our brand is about, which is giving and making people feel good. But at the same time, through those random acts of kindness, you're able to see our physical product in people's hands. So while we're not overtly selling through TikTok, we're not speaking about product features and why you need to buy our masks. Instead, we're showing our masks in real life, in people's hands, while at the same time, we're putting very positive spin behind giving.
What advice would you give a merchant on building a following for their business on the platform?
For new merchants that are looking to tap into TikTok, my recommendation to you is that you make your content fun and more about creating sticky content, so to speak, that people are going to want to engage with, they're going to want to share it, they're going to want to duet, they're going to want to comment, as opposed to having to speak about your product or your company or your goods and services.
You need to post daily, post constantly. I think we do, somewhere between 3 to 6 videos a day on TikTok. Constantly go live and really try to build your community on TikTok.
Make your content easily digestible. And what I mean by this is your content should be short. What we have seen to work out for our brand in Outlaw Masks is that our best performing videos are under 30 seconds in length. And within the first 1 to 2 seconds of that video playing, there's something that catches your attention, whether it's the first frame whether it's the song, whatever we're doing in the video, it's meant to catch your attention. So again, keep your content short, keep it fun, and keep it sociable.
How's it different getting engagement on TikTok for business content?
Getting engagement on TikTok revolves around making your content hit the emotion of the end user. So when you look at our content on TikTok, you notice there's a couple key themes. Typically, we're doing something that makes you feel good, or we're doing something that makes you, the end user, really excited. We're also storytelling, not just through the visuals and through the audio, but with the captions on the screen, which walk that viewer, even if it's for a 15 or 20 second video, through a story. How that translates over to your business, it's going to vary, because inevitably what your business does is probably different than what mine does. But at its core, keep in mind that what you are essentially doing through TikTok is telling a very short story that should play on people's emotions.
I would say that it's different because the users on TikTok are a lot different. Facebook is saturated, Instagram, Twitter, but TikTok is still fairly new. So you get a lot of more friendly engagement, and I feel like you can build a bigger community faster on TikTok.
What's the most effective strategy for organically driving people from TikTok to your e-commerce site?
In our case, TikTok has become our #1 driver, not only of sales, but really for brand awareness. So the good news is that we are doing very little advertising at this point, besides running Facebook retargeting ads, with the creative of those ads being our viral TikTok videos. So our sales funnel, if you will, to promote Outlaw Masks and inevitably to drive sales is a couple of things. One, we have a link to outlawmasks.com in the profile of our TikTok account. So if you see one of our videos and you want to go buy a mask, you don't have to go too far. You just go back to our bio and you click on the link in our bio and you can buy a mask. If you get to the point to where you visit our website and you decide not to buy, as long as you visit our website, we're gonna start retargeting you through Instagram and Facebook. And when you see us again outside of TikTok, you're going to be seeing one of our viral videos. We know what our community wants. So once we start seeing that a specific type of video, for example, random act of kindness, generates millions of views, whereas us talking about product features doesn't, then we know that we need to do more of the videos that get a high number of views, and just keep doing that over and over again. I'd advise you to create as much content as you can, post as many times as you can in a day, so that way your content stays fresh within the TikTok algorithm. And once you get to that point to where you see what pops, keep creating that same type of content over and over again. And then don't forget to take that content and then put it over on Facebook and Instagram with retargeting ads.
E-commerce is where the money's at, and TikTok definitely wants a slice of that pie. They have an increasingly powerful ads platform, awesome organic reach, and are working towards more e-commerce integrations and functionality. Now's the time to capitalize on it before it gets too competitive. If you've seen success with TikTok, or you're considering using it for your business, I would love to hear about it in the comments. It's always a pleasure talking to you, but it's time for me to get back to my bourbon. My name is TJ Campbell, and I'm the CEO and founder of Jamerson, where we help businesses like yours take those next steps in their e-commerce journey. If you're ready to improve your business and looking for help, go to jamerson.com/go, and I look forward to speaking with you. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.